Hmm? Did you two run into any trouble over the past few days?
No, we just worked our shifts according to the schedule.
That's good. That means you didn't raise... We've taken a look at the slip you've sent. Freminet successfully left the grounds via the pipes 2 days ago.
Wait, why is she getting involved?
You already went above and beyond when you scoped out the infirmary. To put it more bluntly, even if we were to view that, infiltrating a guarded stronghold is a different kind of job from a one-off investigation. We want to... Lynette also felt like you have already taken the first step for us, so she should be the one to...
So that's what Lynette thinks. Oh, Paimon hopes everything's...
Perhaps that's true. You are both very good people, and we've come to You've mentioned before that you've had some run-ins with the Fatui. I can understand that.
Well, everyone could use some more friends. We'll be counting on you to help us in the future, too.
Since I see you as friends, then it's even more important for us to protect you from any... Glad to hear it. Then, let's go check on Lynette before Freminet returns. If everything went well, then she should be...
Is now really a good time to go over?
According to my observations, Sigewinne always spends around half an hour away from the infirmary right before lunch. Lynette knows this as well, so this should be a good time to meet. Also, I'm her brother, remember? It's...
Okay, then let's head over right away.
Lynette should be here right now. Huh. Strange.
As expected, Sigewinne isn't here, but why isn't Lynette here?
No, Lynette rarely deviates from the plan. We agreed that if she were to make changes on the fly, she'd... Unless...
Let's see if there are any clues around here. We can look while we wait for her. Who knows?
Okay.
There are some books here and a few files. They all... Advanced nursing, how to raise the spirit of your patient. These sure are some interesting books. Who knew Sigewinne would be interested? She even has books on understanding people's motivations and feelings.
Seems quite normal to me. None of the beds have any signs of having been slept in.
That's the one Lynette must have used, right? You said she was pretending...
She would have said her migraine was having a particularly bad flare-up. Generally speaking, the head nurse would then ask her to... Which means, either the head nurse didn't return the entire time from when Lynette laid down up until she left the bed... Wait, this thing? It doesn't look like it's been disguised that well. The space behind it is empty. From its size, I don't think it's an entrance that is meant to be taken apart. Could Lynette have tried to get inside? But if that's the case, she would have contacted me for sure. Let's look around here for some more clues. Don't panic.
You guys, there's a slip of paper over...
A slip of paper?
It's right over here, and there's a bunch written on it too. It reads, out of respect for your usual practices, I'll use a piece of paper or...
This is...
Is that all? The back.
Show me! Now!
That look on your face. Would you care to guess where Miss Lynette of the Fatui could be right now? No. Could she have... Is she...
Wriothesley. Did he deliberately leave the infirmary unguarded?
Wait, you mean he was aware of our goals from the very beginning? But Why? We didn't run into any trouble last time, and
Yes, that is a crucial question. Wriothesley, he doesn't do anything. You're not from the same camp as us. You were sent down here by Nervulet, so you have no conflict of interest with Wriothesley. I'd like to know that too. Why did he... Don't panic, just think everything over. I have to stay calm. Wait, you're right. The fact that Freminet was able to leave the grounds... Could Wriothesley have let him go?
But what does he gain by letting Freminet leave like that?
So he's challenging me and trying... We never should have sent out Freminet. We had to go through all that trouble to find an opening to sneak him around the guards and into the pipe, and if Wriothesley let him leave on purpose, then he's probably in a terrible spot.
Lenny's getting more and more panicked. We have to calm him down. Don't be like this, Lenny. Freminet wouldn't have left if we hadn't told you about Child. That was our fault.
No. I'm the leader of this operation, and I'm the one responsible for this team. I'll go talk to...
Hey, don't be reckless! Traveler, please tell...
I simply cannot allow Lynette to be abducted again. I have to go. I'll find a way to get them back!
He's rushed out the door! After him!
Right. I feel like we still have some room to make...
It's not impossible, but it'll require extensive testing.
Is that so? Very well... Huh?
Is someone?
Pack everything up! Whoever's outside is eavesdropping. They'll probably come in once we... Someone! Please help! She...
Whoa, are you okay?
These two. What a delightful turn of events. I like smart people, but... Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to... Being able to read human expressions is... Wait! Wait! It's no use. We have to catch up to him. He's already out of sight. How is he so fast? Let's go head him off at Wriothesley's office. With the wind.
Come out and face me, Wriothesley!
Aren't we at an administrative office space? Why don't...
What did you do to my sister?
I ran into the young miss at the infirmary. I'd heard that she was suffering from quite the migraine, so I decided to invite her over.
Stop joking around! Where did you take my...
I have also heard that your performances are quite the spectacle. Miss Lynette would sometimes enter a box. Maybe she'll appear behind you right now if you were to...
Is he trying to trick me into turning my head? No, he's probably not looking to attack me right now. All of the hostage... You knew we were investigating the infirmary from the start, so you deliberately aroused the Traveler's suspicions and baited us... As for Freminet... No, you probably didn't even interfere with Child's...
There was no need to do so. The fortress of Meripede is a pretty pleasant place. Most people enjoy their lives here.
You removed our original members and spread the news of Child's escape so Father would assign our team to come down and investigate. Freminet has also fallen...
One correction. Lynette is in my hands right now, but...
He's not. What do you really...
Lenny!
Oh, wonderful. Everyone is here, so I'll only need to say this once. Thank you so much. Eager and to the point, I see. Alas, only Miss Lynette is currently... Although, as per your original plan, Mr. Freminet should also have returned to the fortress by now. but he is—
Wait, you can't. You locked him outside and.
I closed the fortress's gate to the outside world.
Freminet's a star diver, so he should be.
No, we're still here, so he definitely tried to find a way to come back for us.
But why would I do this, you may be asking? To have an audience with you, of course. My intel tells me that Mr. Linney is a great magician, so it's only Besides, I do recall you mentioning to Miss Lynette that you've always wanted to have a face—
So, you've been keeping tabs on us before we.
Some of my folks just happened to hear a thing or two, that's all. I was willing to play dumb and turn a blind eye, so we had a pleasant few days playing games together here. Mr. Linney, the cards are stacked against you right now. Miss Lynette is in my hands, and Mr. Freminet— you need do but one thing to guarantee their safety. I would like you to contact your superior.
You want to see Father? But why?
Well, if she cares for the well-being of her dearest children, she should have plenty. I've heard that the bonds between the members of the House of the Hearth are like the bonds of family.
Why did you think Father sent us to handle the Fortress of Meripede? This place is basically a no man's land. It wouldn't be fitting for anyone as important as a harbinger.
Oh, I see. So it's because she doesn't care for my place here.
Was this the extent of your master plan to get to Father? No matter how much pressure you may
You people really are difficult to get along with. All I'm asking for is a face-to-face conversation. Does she truly have— Mr. Linney, you have one last chance to invite your—
Linny!
Instead of asking why I'm doing this, why don't you try to see things from my perspective for a second? I gave you a warning by cutting off the first few operatives I found, but that only caused you to double down. Had you given up, Mr. Freminet left the fortress on his own, and Miss Lynette tried to pry out my secrets right in front of me. No matter how you look at it, the responsibility for this—
I shouldn't ask Father to do anything.
6,
Wait,
2, time's up.
Wriothesley!
Negotiations have broken down. Please leave, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for my—
Yeah, listen to the Traveler! If you can't talk to Linny, can you at least talk—
You do realize that I'm only letting you go because of Neuvillette, yes? You're here helping him out, and I've already— But that doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want. The fortress may be small and remote. Then how about this? Those who are capable deserve respect. You've spent quite some time investigating my home turf by now. I'll ask you 3 questions. Answer all of them correct. Question 1. Regarding the hidden rules of the production zone, what is the—
The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. Meanwhile, we often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoners at work near the production zone. Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged product. But the product had— The research note said that the Melusine race perceives the world very differently. According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fonta company— I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before lunch. But what could Sijuin be doing? The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value. I've been told that the infirmary is— We often see Miss Sijuin Fonta's internal report— The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value. We often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoners at work near the production zone. Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged product. But the product has— The research note said that the Melusine race perceives the world very differently from humans. According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fonta company sponsored it. The research note said that the Fonta promoter has been struggling because Fonta's internal reports suggest that we often see Miss Sijuin observe. The Fonta promoter has been struggling I've been told that the infirmary is always.
So that's what's going on. The hidden rule of the production zone. People are not supposed to work 3 days in a row. At first we thought this strange meat must have something to do with the people who disappear. She often visits the production zone to observe the workers' health and makes a note of anyone who has worn themselves out of her sense of duty as the head nurse, as well as her genuine concern for the workers' health. Sijuin visits the cafeteria right before. Sijuin has only the best intentions with her surprise gift. Unfortunately, Melusines as a race the recipients of her lovingly prepared special meals cannot. Are we on the right track?
Not bad. You've uncovered Sijuin's secret and even guessed her intentions correctly. All right, now for my next question. There are also some hidden rules in the Pancration ring, including the one that you're not allowed.
I've been told that the infirmary is always. Fonta's internal reports. We often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoners at work. We often see Miss Sijuin The Fonta promoter has been. The research note said that the Melusine race. According to Collins, the Pancration.
Paimon gets this rule too now. So there really was that hidden rule of the Pancration ring is about how people get scared when they see it because they've subconsciously begun to associate it with. But really, it's just a bottle of the latest yet to be named and packaged a blood red drink. It's no wonder even the company, facing backlash from its own staff, decided they came to the fortress of Meropide and offered to sponsor the Pancration tournament so they could push their. The Duke, knowing how valuable coupons are in the fortress, knew that only total and so only those who proved their.
I acknowledge the effort you've put into bringing the truth. Although, based on your description, that Fonta promoter is a bit too careless with his words. I may just reconsider. All right, and here's the final question. What's the secret behind our head nurse and all of her patients in the infirmary?
Stop your cruel and pointless games, Wriothesley! You know that we haven't finished our investigation, so there's no way we can answer the last question. The thought is, you'll pay for this! Ah!
Lenny, are you alright?
Oh, close one. I owe you, Sijuin.
There was nothing, Your Grace.
Sijuin?
Though this gun may look like a toy, it's actually fully
Sijuin... You...
Not at all. I am merely a resident of the fortress, and thus protect. When Monsieur Nervulette asked me to come here, he told me that my job would be to take care of the.
But if you mean what you just said, then isn't Lenny someone you should be looking after as well?
But I really am just doing what Monsieur Nervulette told me to do. His Grace knows it too, right? Your
My dear Sijuin, whatever shall...
Well, it's nearly time after all. The way you do things can be.
What are you talking about? What?
Take me if you want.
How touching. Can you just give me...
Don't be like that, Your Grace.
All right, everyone, calm down. 2 more I'll go get a cup of tea. Miss Sijween, I leave.
You.
I believe I hear footsteps.
Some space, please.
Ah, Miss Clarande.
Freminet.
What's going on? What is Clarande doing here?
Work.
I'm sorry about shooting you, Mr. Linney. The tranquilizing effect will begin to wear off soon.
What happened to Freminet? Wasn't he diving just outside of the fortress? Why is he looking like...
A flushed face, an accelerated pulse. He must have consumed...
What did you...
Please, make some space. I'll need to give Mr.
I'll talk to Clarande while you get Freminet to where he needs to be. Everything else can wait.
What's that look on your face? I thought I made good time on the way back.
Oh, I'm just admiring your punctuality. Had you arrived just a few minutes late? How's the situation out there?
The water has changed. It's pretty much as expected. I was only out there a short time, so it wasn't too bad. But if one were to stay for any significant...
Where was he when you found him?
The abandoned zone at the end of the pipes. A good distance into the water.
Closer than I thought. He must have recognized it early on and tried desperately to swim back.
Locking the door was necessary. I don't think we could have saved 2.
Well, I did try to convince him that I had my reasons. Never seems to...
It would probably work on Neuvillette. He has a knack for picking out who had good intentions.
That's a bad sign. Want some tea?
Not particularly. If you wanted...
Fine, I'd like to get some tea.
Might as well then, I suppose. Actually, do you have a towel?
How is he?
These symptoms are probably caused by an acute ingestion of a large... Of course, it would be best if he stayed for further observation. Let's leave him here for now, and move him... Sorry. I am aware that the infirmary may not be your favorite place...
Why would he ingest a large amount of primordial seawater after leaving?
Please, look after Mr. Freminet for the moment. I'll go fetch some medicine and a respirator.
Where is she? How is she right now?
Oh, she just took a nap in an empty room after I tranquilized her. If my calculations are correct, she should also be waking up right around...
Linny, are you okay?
I'll be fine.
Are you sure?
My hands and feet are still a bit weak, but that's probably...
I'm back, everyone.
Lenny! Oh. Freminet?
He'll be fine. But for now...
His breathing's beginning to slow down.
Give me a hand and help me get him to the infirmary.
Yeah, I'll take him from this side.
On it.
Traveler, you seem pretty worried about him. Want to come with...
The Duke and Clarande are gone.
They probably went to get some tea. The Duke will explain the truth in just a bit. Miss...
Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Ooh.
He's awake! Freminet!
We're all here.
The infirmary, at the Fortress of Meripede, Mr. Freminet.
How do you feel? Don't push yourself if you're not.
The sea. There's something wrong with the seawater.
Shh, it's okay.
No, listen to me. This is really serious. There's primordial seawater mixed into the regular seawater. I don't know why it's... Pipes. Right, the pipes. It's all coming back to me now. I'm in. Where could Master Child be? This mechanism looks like it's been tampered with. Could he have done it? It's getting stuck on something. Seems like I'll have to avoid those obstacles while I turn it. This is where the water starts. Master Child probably... The vegetation here is a bit more sparse. These traces aren't natural. A person must have left them, and recently. I should be going in the right direction. Oh, there are traces here too. I need to keep going. Huh? The traces are gone. But I don't see where he could have gone from here. Wait. What the... My heart is racing, and it's getting harder and harder to breathe. No good. I have to get back. They still don't know anything about what's going on. If I turn back right now, I should still be able to make it. I can't die here. This... I have to push on.
So, in other words, the trail you were following vanished.
That's right. I tried my best to swim back, but I had already put some distance.
Miss Clarande brought you back, but we also don't know why she just suddenly appeared.
Miss Clarande, you say?
You're still too weak, Freminet.
Miss Lynette is right. I believe Miss Clarande will stay here as a guest for another...
A guest?
You should ask His Grace about that. He'll be able to
Yeah, it's about time he actually told us what's going on. What?
No, please go on without me.
Lenny.
The logical part of my brain is aware that we're safe right now, but I still can't bring myself to leave.
Understood.
In that case, I'll leave the infirmary to you. The Traveler and I are going...
Thank you.